What's up, my beautiful fashionistas? Welcome back to Yvonne Winifred. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. You can kindly join this family by subscribing and also hitting the notification bell so that YouTube notifies you whenever I upload a new video. So in this video today, we are talking things that I don't regret doing in my 20s, things that I would still do in my 20s. And the reason is that because right now that I've started my 30s, yes, I'm realizing that the better decisions that I made in my 20s, the things that I'm going to be sharing today, are the things that have made me a better person that I am now, a great and a better person that I am right now. So realizing that, I decided to share, hence this video. So guys, the number one thing that I would still do in my 20s is avoiding unnecessary responsibilities. So from my own experience, like, now that I'm in my 20s, there are a lot of things that I can do, things that I've been dreaming of doing since I was a child. You guys, ever since I was a child, I've always wanted to be like, to live a private life, to make my own decisions, to go wherever I want to without anybody stopping me. So I was always like, now I'm ready. I'm in my 20s. I can have my own house. I can rent out my own space. I can live freely. I can do what I want. And guys, was I ready to do that? I wasn't. But because of peer pressure and the bandwagon, and because everybody's moving out of their parents' house, you would want to also move out. But I thank God I didn't do that because I wasn't ready. But if you are ready, it's okay. And if moving out of your parents' house is something you're ready to do, and also if you have toxic parents, guys, you can move out. But if you're not ready and your parents are still willing to house you, please don't make that unnecessary responsibility. You can use the money to help out in your parents' home, maybe to renovate the house. Maybe if you're renting also, you can help pay the rent, you can help out on the you know fees in that house where you're still living with your parents. And you can also use this money to save up for the future, to save up for investments in the future, to save up for things that would really, really help you better your life, instead of just moving out just because you're now in your 20s. Another example I can give is having kids when you're in your 20s. Most 20-year-olds would just start having kids unnecessarily. I'm saying unnecessarily because some are just like, I always like, I'm of age now, I can have a kid, I just love kids. Don't just go out and produce kids just because you want to have kids. Have a conversation with yourself. Are you ready to have these kids? Are you ready to care for these kids? Kids are a great responsibility. Don't go out because of peer pressure, because your friends are also having kids, because your boyfriend loves you so much and you are not yet married, and start having kids. So point number 2 is not compromising on my values and beliefs as a person. So guys, by the way, number 2 is what is going to help you achieve number 1. Not compromising on your values and beliefs as a person. That is, generally speaking, you might have societal beliefs and values, or cultural beliefs and values. I really thank God that I never compromised on these. In most cases, as long as it was not harming any humanity, as long as I was being a great human being, I never compromised on my beliefs and values. Growing up as a Christian girl, not judging everybody, by the way, I'm just giving this as an example. I remember, I think I was 22. I had a friend who was turning 26. She told me she was just going to go out and have kids because she was of age. At that time, she thought she was of age, but at 26, guys, you are still young. You are still young. She thought she was late at 26. She decided to go out and have kids, but she ended up regretting this later. So just because you're in your 20s, it doesn't mean this is the perfect time for you to start having kids. Don't compromise on your values, don't compromise on your beliefs. She was a Christian. As Christian, we believe that we should wait on having kids, especially out of wedlock. She didn't wait to get married first and have kids. She just decided, just because of age, just because of that 20 thingy, and she decided to just go out and have kids. This she regretted afterwards, and I wouldn't want you to also regret. So just because you're now in your 20s, even if you're 28, 29, wait. I remember I used to watch the Kardashians a lot, and I remember when Kim Kardashian was, after Kim Kardashian got married, I think she was after her first wedding, I think this was her first wedding, when she was 30. Her mom advised her not to have kids at 30. She was like, Mom, I'm now 30. I think I can have my own kids, I'm ready. But mentally, her mom was like, you are not ready. This time, 30 is not, it's not the big age as we tend to think when we are in our 20s or when we are still teenagers. 30 is still a normal age. Being in your 30s, being in your 40s, it is still normal, just like the other ages. Yes, there is the saying of the biological clock, when it comes to us, the women, but guys, you can still have kids in your 30s, anyway. The best point is that first get ready, prepare yourself mentally, financially, be ready, and with even a responsible partner. So this is not all about kids only, but in your 20s, guys, don't compromise on your values, don't compromise on your beliefs. That was just an example. The kids thingy was just an example. So don't compromise on your beliefs and your values, as long as you know that you're not hurting any human being. Don't compromise on your beliefs and your values, that these might be disciplines that your parents have taught you since you were a child, your life goals, like things that you want to do. So don't compromise on those. Then the last one, which is number 3, that I would share in this video, maybe I will have a part 2 because there is a lot and a lot. It would be a life story if I'm to share much. But the third one, number 3, is I thank God that I never lived from fear. So live beyond fear. My 20s, I never let fear at one point control my life. I was always a go-getter. I tried out different experiences. I remember, I think I was turning 21 and I got this opportunity to move to another country, and my mom was like, are you really sure? Should you really go? And you're still young. Will you manage living in that country? This was a risk, but I was like, Mom, let me just go. As long as I'm going with somebody, as a family, we are trusting. As long as this person that is taking me there, we really, really trust her, and we've seen the people she has taken, we've seen her life. Let me just go. And I really went, and I don't regret moving out. So in your 20s, don't fear to move to new countries, new places. Move out of your city, go and explore, as long as your risk is really well calculated. So as long as you are safe, as long as you're sure that you are safe, go out and experience other places. Go out and meet new people. Try out that other skill that you've always wanted. Out of experience, those are the things that I would still do in my 20s, or even now in my 30s. It's never late. If you're watching this video and you're in your 30s, it's never late. To me, like, age is just a number. It's never too late. You can start anything at any age. You can work on your dreams at any age. When you face failures, those are lessons. Learn from them and then move on. Just move on. Don't compromise on your beliefs and values. Avoid unnecessary responsibilities, and don't let fear control your life. So with those points, guys, I think you've learned a thing or two. If you have more things that you can share that you don't regret doing in your 20s, kindly share in the comment section and let us learn together. Otherwise, I'll be seeing you in any of my other videos. See you.